Welcome back to the Universal Things YouTube channel. Tonight, we invite you into a concept so haunting, so fundamentally disturbing, that it may challenge the very core of your identity. This is more than just a story. This is a journey, a descent into a world where everything you know about yourself vanishes. What if the universe forgot you existed? Before we dive deeper, if you're the kind of soul who craves answers to the impossible, who finds thrill in exploring the unknown corners of reality, please take a moment to like this video, share it with someone brave enough to question their own reality. Comment your wildest thoughts and subscribe to Universal Things. This channel exists for people like you, people who want to know, what if? Now, take a deep breath. Imagine waking up to a world that has erased you. Not in the metaphorical sense, not a breakup. Not being ignored, no, the world has, quite literally, forgotten that you were ever born. You reach for your phone, no notifications. Strange, but not impossible. You open your gallery, no photos. Odd, then your contacts blank. You check your email, nothing. Your name doesn't even autofill. You open your social media profiles. They don't exist, not like you've been banned. Not like you've been hacked. They've simply never been there. Confused, you get up and head to your front door. The streets are the same. The sky is the same. The air smells of morning dew. You step outside, and your neighbor walks past you without a second glance. The man who borrowed your ladder last week, the woman whose cat you rescued. They don't recognize you. Not even a flicker of confusion, just absence. You go to your workplace. The receptionist looks at you with polite confusion. "Are you lost?" she asks. You say your name. She types it into the system, her brows furrow. "I'm sorry," she says. "No one by that name has ever worked here." You call your parents, a voice answers, but it's cold, distant, and uncertain. "I'm sorry," they say. "I think you have the wrong number." You try to prove yourself. You find an old photo album, except it's not there. You flip through yearbooks, no photo, no name, no mention. You return home, heart racing, mind screaming for explanation. A simulation glitch, a parallel universe, a memory reset. You turn on the news, nothing strange is happening. The world is spinning as usual. People are eating, laughing, crying, existing, except you. You stand in front of a mirror. Your reflection stares back, and you begin to question if even it knows who you are. You whisper your name, but it sounds foreign, like it belongs to someone else, a ghost. Time passes. You begin to scream, into the air, into people's faces. No one reacts. You write your name on walls. You leave notes in mailboxes. You try to leave a mark. But every time you return, the ink is gone, the writing is vanished. The universe itself seems to be erasing every attempt you make to be real again. At first, you think you've died, but no, death would be easier. Death would be a conclusion. This is a question without an answer. This is limbo, a space where you still breathe, still walk, still think. But nothing sees you, nothing remembers you. You exist, but only to yourself, and that is the cruelest fate of all. You begin talking to yourself just to hear a voice. You record your face on a camera, but when you play it back it's just static, or worse, a dark, empty room. The world has removed all evidence of you, and now, it's coming for your memory of yourself. If no one remembers you, do you still exist? This isn't just about being forgotten. This is about being fundamentally unwritten from reality. What defines you? Your memories, your relationships, your name. If all are stripped away, what remains? You start to question your own thoughts. Are they yours? Or just echoes from a version of you that once was? You begin to feel like a walking paradox, aware, but detached, breathing, but irrelevant. A conscious observer in a world that never registered your presence. Even the sun feels colder. If you're still watching, you're one of the brave ones. Like, comment, share your thoughts, and subscribe to Universal Things so we can keep asking the questions no one else dares to. Days blur. Time loses its meaning when you have no anchor. Birthdays, holidays, weekdays, none apply anymore. No one calls, no one visits, no one searches. You stop checking the clock, you stop marking calendars. Reality itself feels like a suggestion. You try to sleep, but the dreams offer no escape. In them, you are surrounded by crowds laughing, touching, loving, but they all fade into vapor when you reach out. You awaken with tear-streaked cheeks and silence. Maybe this is a test, a cosmic experiment. Maybe the universe is watching to see what you do when stripped of validation. Maybe reality is broken, and you're the crack it can't seal. Or maybe this is what happens when you reach the edge of the simulation. The boundary between code and consciousness, and you weren't supposed to go this far. You begin noticing patterns. Numbers that repeat, dreams that feel too real, shadows that move out of sync. Then, one day, you see someone, a stranger, but they pause when they pass. Their head tilts, their eyes narrow. Do they see you? They mouth something. You can't hear it. But it looks like your name. You chase them, desperate, they vanish. But you find something in their place. A paper, a note, one sentence, you are not alone. For the first time in what feels like forever, your heart beats with hope. Maybe others exist in this forgotten state. Maybe there is a way out or a way back. You begin searching for more notes, more signs, a breadcrumb trail. And slowly, reality starts to feel different. The erasure slows, the void pauses. You start building again, not in the physical world, but in yourself. You speak your name daily, you write your story, you draw your face. You leave messages not to others, but to you. And it works, a little. A photo appears on your wall, faint, blurry, but real. A song you loved plays on the radio. Someone bumps into you and apologizes. You exist. One morning, the sun shines just a little warmer. You open your phone and there it is, one message, your name. You rush outside, the world looks the same. But people meet your eyes, they smile. You haven't returned to the old world, no, you've built a new one. One where your existence isn't granted by memory, but forged by meaning. You were never gone, just misplaced. And now, you are home. If you made it to the end, you're not just a viewer, you're a seeker. Like, comment your thoughts, share this with someone who questions everything, and don't forget to subscribe to Universal Things. Because reality is weirder and more beautiful than we've ever imagined. Stay awake, stay curious, and always ask, what if?